River and I are out on the water in the Klamath Basin, and in the fall there's a special bite that happens. It's the yellow perch. They're not real big, and they're pretty easy to catch. They like to come into the shallows, I guess for spawning. I'm not really sure why, but there's this August is the window to really get into them. What I've got here is a little 32nd ounce jig head with a mini skirt on it, and we've caught 2 little guys so far. Now, yellow perch are super tasty, fun to catch for the kids. I always just put a jig head with a worm on it for the kids, and I use the synthetics, and they're jumping all over us. It takes a while to find them. If you're not catching them, keep moving around until you do find them, and even if the water's clear enough, you can see them as they scurry around in front of the boat. So let's see if we can find some fish here.
How?
Because you got to pay attention. They bite it quick. Oh, there's a fish. I'm telling you.
There's 3
and
fish now. No, there's 3.
It's kind of ridiculous how fun these are to catch. I mean, I wish they were a lot more big ones, but there's not. There's no limit. You can get pretty good fillets off of these. Spilt Milk Productions did a Vietnamese crispy fish that my wife and I tried with the family. Super good. But yeah, I just cast it out, let it drop, and then I kind of just do a lift, reel, and that seems to do it if you don't get them on the first set when you find them. And dang near every cast. These are small fish, so we may try to move and find some bigger ones, but we're gonna catch some bait fish real quick and just do it just like that. Just kind of jerk it up and down a little.
Go on.
Good job, buddy. Yeah, look at Riv. He got his first fish. We could fillet him up.
Yeah. Look at my first fish.
It's a nice one.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming with me, bud.
Yeah. Dang. That's cool. Got it under the boat. They got it under the boat, right?
Mm-hmm. Got one? They love those worms.
Go. Let's go.
Good job.
Let's go. It's a dink.
There's one. A lot of little guys.
Oh, I hit him right.
All the way to the bottom.
Go on.
Good job, bud. That was a nice one. Oh man. There's a good one. Nope. Little one.
Put him in the water.
Pretty special times with River out here. I'd love if Abel could have gone. He's with his dad right now. For those of you who haven't been watching as long, Abel's my stepson. I don't know if y'all saw, I got that Bubba fillet knife, and it was kind of a joke. We're returning it. Just get oh, that was a good fish. Just get a really nice fillet knife. You're gonna be better off. I think those things are a joke. If you have a sharp knife, you do not need an electric. Oh, that's a good one. You do not need an electric fillet knife. Look at that. Oh, good thing I brought him over the boat. He popped off. They like this red worm a lot, actually better than the mini skirt. Handle with caution. But one thing I'm finding, we're fishing in this kind of canal here. You can go both ways. And they seem to like it where the wind is blowing, kind of in the current, in the deeper water. The big fish. I mean, there's little fish everywhere, but the big ones seem to like that the best. That one's tiny, but
I'm using a different pole.
Another dink.
I'm not touching funny.
Not a bad one. Whoa, almost fell. Well, there you have it. I mean, that is kind of perch fishing in a nutshell. We're gonna keep after them, and if we find another good patch or find a patch of big fish, we'll definitely we'll bring you back here. But man, we're just in scenery. We've got the beautiful mountains in the background, like an 80-degree perfect day, beautiful water. You can see all these little baby perch. I mean, there's just so many of them, tons of them. Pretty cool experience out here, so we're gonna keep after it, just enjoying the nature.
Huge.
Wow. River just got the biggest fish of the day, no kidding. I turned the cameras off, and like the second cast, he just picked up a huge one. So we gotta find more like that. Those ones are worth filleting. All right, we're gonna head it in. We've got a bucket full of perch. Did pretty good. This is a fun thing to do with your kids. You do catch so many that you get to the point where you're like, all right, I've had enough. You wanna go eat food, bud? Yeah.
They love showers.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Love you, bud. Back at camp, cooking some of the pork from the hunt the other week. And we're gonna make like some, I don't know, some sort of burrito sandwiches or something. It'll be good. River's tuckered out. Did you have a good day? We caught a lot of perch. We probably got upwards to 150, 200, maybe more. I'm gonna have a lot of filleting to do tonight. It was at 30-some%. But we covered a lot of ground. Definitely need to go through the boat, get it kind of cleaned up. And tomorrow morning we'll probably hit it again. But yeah, looking forward to dinner. Very hungry. All right. So it's a good day, Riv?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for loving me. Love you, bud.
Eddie, is crime spray manual?
Bug spray.
Bug spray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the ones that come on there.
Hold on. Gotta get a dang splinter out. I really believe there's just too many of these fish in these lakes, and you know, they're all competing for the same food. And I think that, you know, by keeping a lot of these fish, you're actually probably gonna have, I mean, it's probably not gonna make a bit of difference, but in theory, you're gonna have bigger fish in the future. The reality is this lake's so huge, I doubt I'm even putting a slight dent in it. So I'm gonna just, my brother, I usually cut through the ribs, but just because, and there's not much meat on them, I'm just gonna go ahead and do what my brother does. He thinks this is the best way. It's not a bad way of doing it. Just following along the ribs. You still have to cut the pin bones down, which I will do. And you're left with that is a nice little boneless piece of meat minus these pin bones, which you just kind of slice out of there. Just like that. And there you go. There you have it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video. My son and I are having a good time. Probably go out tomorrow. And if you have perch in your area, give it a try. This is the Klamath Basin fall perch bite.
Try that wood.
Man, I think it's been like 2.5 hours, maybe 3. And I mean, it's heavy, but it's not a ton of meat. A lot of fishies.
But you casted that one.
All right, it is the next morning. We're out again, and River wants to go after a big perch. Let all the little ones go. No, it might have been weeds. We are trolling for trout on our way. We just got a cast master. We're gonna troll through the good trout area, and then we'll head out to the perch. Battery's only at 80%, but luckily I got these other 2, so we should be good.
Daddy, we need water.
Found them on the open water today. You can actually just see them chasing your lure. It's nice and clear. Cool. When it disappears, that's when I set the hook. You should try a real worm. There's one. I'll fillet that one up. He's big enough. Put some water in the bucket. Little one. Oh, you got one. Good job, buddy.
I got a tiny.
Good job. All right, so this is like the 3rd perch fishing trip this summer, and I've been going after a lot of panfish. And as far as for perch goes, I have found the quickest way to fillet them, which is really handy when you've got a small one. On the bigger ones, you can do a different method to get some of that rib meat. But on the small ones, it's really, there's just so little on them that I think this is the best way. So what we've got here is this perch. We're literally just gonna make, and it takes some practice to get good at it. We're gonna make an angle cut right there, turn it at the rib just like you would an electric fillet knife, and then just go back, leave a little skin on to hold it, and then just boom, and then the pin bones and the rib bones all come out like that, and there you have 2 boneless pieces of perch. Now the flip side, it's the same thing, but it is harder just because you've already taken half, and I've noticed I don't even cut all the way down, I just turn it. Try to be careful that you stay on the right side. See, that's where you start to get messed up, and I need to sharpen this. It's gone through a lot of perch this weekend. Now that one got a little butchered, but I still did okay. Boom. So if you've caught a bunch of small perch, I think that's the quickest way to do it. You can really zip through them quick and actually make enough to make a full fish tacos for a family pretty quickly. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, and we'll see you on the next fishing or hunting trip.